Yes, it's that time of the year where tobacco chewers with far from comprehensive health insurances are positively reinforced every 8 minutes by people who genuinely care about them. The Indian Premier League.
Oh, we've got some spin. Yes, Jeremy. Who is this guy? Oh, they call him the casual leggy, Jeremy. The casual leggy? Yes. 28 and still doesn't pay any bills of his own. Oh, that's pretty casual. Good ball, though. Good ball.
The IPL got off to a familiar start for the defending champions after they lost their opening fixture narrowly to RCB. They have now lost their 8th consecutive opening round, having gone on to win 5 championships when that's happened. Danny Morrison, whose skills, among other things of course, include abbreviating nouns that start from the same letter, in a dugout chat with Mumbai Indians coach Mala Jayawardena, inquired whether it was strategic to lose their first game. Mala responded and said that they did not plan to do that and would have in fact liked to have got that first win under their belt.
What? You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
Who was it?
He didn't say.
Umesh Yadav woke up one afternoon after a post-gym nap and told the world emphatically and unequivocally that he is in fact a good white ball bowler. Following which he was tapped on his left shoulder and informed that he was drafted by the Delhi Capitals in the auction almost 2 months ago. He immediately reacted to that information by smiling and lifting 2 dumbbells, one for each hand of course.
हमारा नाम है उमेश यादव.
Speaking of the Delhi Capitals, they started their season in dominating fashion, chasing down a total of 189 posted by CSK with 8 balls to spare and 7 wickets in hand, thanks to an exhibition of crisp, clean and cultured stroke play put on by openers Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan, who also happened to pouch 3 incredible catches in the first innings, each followed by a vigorous slap on the left thigh. Shikhar took to Instagram to celebrate the win with his mate. Check this out. Actually, check this out as well. Last one.
बोला तू मेरी लैला वो बोली फेंकता है साला अपन जब भी सच्ची बोलता है उसको झूठ काहे को लगता है रे
ये उसका स्टाइल होगा होठों पे ना दिल में हो.
Now, there is a cliche in cricket that to achieve success, players need to have their roles clearly defined. Also, I'm not concerned, you're concerned. The bowling performance, however, was salvaged by young quick Avesh Khan, who bowled full lengths with pace and most importantly gave no room to work with. But Ravi Ashwin, in particular, had an off day at the park, conceding 47 from his 4, courtesy some merciless slog sweeping and down the ground hitting by Ambati Raidu and comeback man Suresh Raina, who we hear is pretty happy with his hotel room this time around. Sanjay Manjrekar generously had some analysis to offer. His take is that Ashwin's downfall is caused by the use of one too many variations. Ashwin, or Ash Ana as he is called by unemployed youth in Mylapore, just brushed the criticism off his shoulders. One of the very few times a jiggle that doesn't get me excited. The game also saw Chennai Super Kings skipper MS Dhoni get fined rupees 10 lakh for maintaining a slow over rate. Later that night, MS recorded himself fold a fresh towel for a Belgaum-based textile company and pocketed nearly 50 times that amount. Jokes on you, match referee Manu Nair. Jokes on you. I mean, finding MS Dhoni is like trying to get Moeen Ali to make eye contact with a differently gendered journalist. Futile, Manu. It's futile. Moving on. Kolkata Knight Riders, after winning their opening game, suffered a dramatic loss at the hands of Mumbai Indians. They needed just 31 to get from 30 with 6 wickets in hand and went on to lose by 10 runs. Rahul Chahar, fellow leggy and the proud owner of an artisanal head, turned the game around. Literally. Shah Rukh Khan was not a happy camper. He tweeted this after the game, which is not only uncharacteristic of him, but any team owner in general. Andre Russell, who's all set to star in the next installment of Blade, in reply to the tweet told the media that it's just a game of cricket and it's not the end of the world. SRK was understandably a bit taken aback and really wanted to respond to Russell's quip to the media, but instead just soaked it all in and laughed it off. Just like Matty Hayden did when that silver-bearded fox was talking some stuff.
It will flow for 12 months. This is all the thing is. There's a very wonderful I can do another googly, Tamil googly for you.
Now on to match 6 of week 1. Sunrisers Hyderabad stole a loss from the jaws of victory for the second consecutive time after losing 3 wickets in one Shahbaz Ahmed over, handing RCB a fan-confusing second consecutive win. SRH pretty much emulated KKR's loss against Mumbai. With 4 overs to go, they needed just 35 to get with 8 wickets in hand. To make sense of the loss, Akash Chopra brought all his expertise to the fore, sharing a rare and keen insight. He reckoned that SRH had only themselves to blame. Not you, not me, not the left, but themselves.
What's that? A dog? Yeah. You called it, dude.
Rajasthan Royals, however, ended their first week in heroic fashion. After being denied an opportunity to finish the game earlier in the week by skipper Sanju Samson, 16 crore man Chris Morris did justice to his salary by hitting a blinding 36 of 18 to take his team through to a very improbable win against Delhi Capitals. The win got a lot of people hyped, but not the likes of veteran left-arm spinner Pragyan Oza. He wasn't jumping on the Royals train just yet. Speaking to Sports Today right after the game, Pragyan opined that youngsters like Rajasthan Royals skipper Sanju Samson are like prepaid SIM cards and shouldn't get ahead of themselves and start thinking that they are postpaid SIM cards. Retirement has clearly not caused our former cricketers to go completely off the rails, which is always a real concern, thank God. Actually, fuck God. Thanks BCCI, the Board of Control for Cricket in India. What am I doing thanking anything or anyone else? And now for some rather unsavory news. Heat Streak, former Zimbabwe captain and a man who always declared the batsman out even before delivering the ball, has been found guilty of corruption. He admitted to disclosing inside information to bookies in relation to games that took place during IPL's 2018 edition. For the disclosure, Streak received an assortment of gifts, including 2 bitcoins that he converted to cash. Streak expressed unwavering regret for his actions and apologized to his wife for liquidating those 2 beautiful bitcoins for 35,000 USD, which are now worth like 60,000 USD and which will be worth 100,000 USD come September. Come on, Heath! Cheating is one thing, but being a short-sighted crypto trader? Now that's unpardonable. To the moon! And now to end the episode with a personal, heartfelt apology to Voice of Cricket, Harsha Bogle. You know, Harsha, while you're doing your commentary, you have this go-to phrase, "Everybody, stop what you're doing," when there's something borderline spectacular taking place on the field. And I always judged you for that because who are you telling this to? Because you're telling people who are already tuned in to the telecast and in all likelihood stopped whatever they might have been doing, or in some cases haven't even started something to stop in the first place. Then one day there was a game on, and I wasn't watching, but I could listen to everything because I was in the vicinity of the TV, trying to feed my senile grandpa his evening porridge, and lo and behold, I hear those words. "Everybody, stop what you're doing!" I shoved that spoon of porridge down his throat as quickly as I could and leapt across the sofa which was between us and the TV, all in one excited yet jerky motion. My grandfather later died of mild to severe choking complications, but hey, at least I just about missed Butler's 6 over long off. Sorry, Harsh. That's about it for this episode of The Casual Leggy. Please do like, share and subscribe and do all those sorts of things because I'm told that it helps. Ciao.
He was batting on 49. Malcolm Marshall, probably at the peak of his career. Bowling at the speed of light, bowling around the wicket. It was a nasty, awkward angle. and he troubled everyone in the world, from that angle. And I remember him pitching short. Sonny had got off to a start. He was 49 for the first time in the series. It was short. He didn't have any time to move. Normally he'd sway away, drop his wrist, nothing. He just went blank, and the ball hit him straight on the head. And just to tell you what impact is, it hit him straight, and it went straight back, about 10, 15 feet back towards the bowler. Now, if it hits here, it takes a lot of the impact. It went right back. Gavaskar did not flinch. We all realized that that nut was as hard as a walnut.